Hi, I'm Chris with PearsonCopy.com, and I'm here to help your brand make more sales with email. Today, as a part of my 100 emails in 100 days breakdown challenge, I'm actually breaking down an email from a brand called Newton Baby. I believe it's their baby category, their baby sector, from the Newton brand. This is a offer email. It's a promo email. It is considered a welcome email ultimately, but they do focus on the offer that they promised when you sign up for the list. So if you go to their website and sign up for the list, at the time it's recording, this is the first email you'd get. So with that context, I'll go ahead and dive in and break this email down. First thing we're going to look at the subject line. The subject line here is welcome to the Newton family. So that's pretty straightforward with brands. Most brands, it's pretty standard. Most brands do this, say welcome to family, welcome to brand, welcome to the movement. It's pretty straightforward. So there are a few different ways that I think Newton could do better with the subject line. I'd imagine they tested this, and welcome to the family or Newton family is probably getting better open rates, better click rates too. So they probably went with that because of that reason. But there are different ways that you can actually pull from the email itself. In most cases, I like to write the subject line last. I'll put a placeholder of like what am I actually talking about and come back and change it in most cases, just based on what actually comes out in the email when you're writing the copy. So if we just scroll down here, so safer, healthier, better sleep starts here. So that could be a subject line. It could be from your baby. I want safer, healthier, better sleep, and that could be the subject line or the from name or something like that. You could do something creative there. But so what are some other stuff? So 100% breathable, washable, better night's sleep. So you could say your baby's 100% chance your baby has a better night's sleep with this, or something like that. So a little bit more curiosity driven, as opposed to just a welcome to the Newton family. That is stuff you can test. In most cases, people are expecting the welcome email because they signed up for it and they're looking for it. So they're either sitting in their inbox waiting, or they're reading something that you gave them before they go to their inbox and look for it. So yeah, there's different ways you can approach this, but to test it out, you can just come up with 3, 4, 5, 10 subject lines and test it and see which one gets the best open rates. Because that's the main thing, is you want people's eyes on your offer. Next piece here, from name, from email address. Newton 6 pretty standard. They do their brand name and then info@newtonbaby.com. Most brands do this. It's pretty standard. I think the info at, you could probably test and see and go hello at, or baby@newtonbaby.com, or family at, or something like that, to be a little bit, make it feel more like it's from a person instead of it being a promo. Also with welcome emails, in the welcome sequence, you can do a letter from the founder, a letter from your baby, or a letter from parents, something like that, like an open letter from a parent and saying how much they love Newton and what it's done for them. So those are all different types of emails you can put in the welcome sequence. But going with an info at, that's on the border, I would say, of not sounding or not feeling too personal, but going with something a little more personal, like hello at, or something similar would help, or could help if you test into it. As we scroll down the email here, let me move my face for a sec here. So something, I do like this menu bar here, and it's for two reasons. One, the brand and the logo look here. The brand, it's smaller, so it's not intrusive. It doesn't keep your eyes too long before you get into the message down here. It's just enough to let you know, yep, you're in the right place. This is Newton Baby, and you open this email for a reason. You're in the right spot. The other reason is the shop and the reviews links here. A lot of email menus put links at the top, or a lot of emails brands put links at the top of their emails that don't make sense for the actual offer of the email they're sending. So, for example, there's some brands that put like their entire product category at the top, and it's like, okay, great, but what I'm actually trying to get people to do is to shop or read reviews because they're skeptical, right? Reviews are skepticism removers, right? So that's one of the reasons I like this menu, is that they have a shop button, which, yep, go shop. And they have a review button, which is people are going to go look at reviews for just the brand in general or products they're looking at. So I do like this menu. I would potentially remove it and just put Newton Baby and test without these buttons and see if there's any more or less click through on the shop now button here. Putting that right next to the order, or right next to the offer, actually helps a ton, because they say, oh, here's the offer, that's what I was looking for, shop now, and they're going. Or putting in their three main categories, like baby, like newborn, infant, toddler, and they can click on which one actually relates to them. And that way you can tag those links and track those clicks and tag the people that click through them. That's a huge help, because you can now have categories or properties on people, and know what to send them based on their baby's age or relative age, based on their category. So that's one way you can make this work for you a little bit more than just a link click through. It looks like this may or may not have a tracking link, but that's different. Those are different ways you can tag people as they're engaging with your emails. Now that we've moved past the menu, we'll look at the main offer here. So we have picture of this newborn, this cute baby. Safer, healthier, better sleep starts here. I think it's a great promise. That's very clear. It's very straightforward. It's not clever. Clever can work, but if you sacrifice clarity for cleverness, you're most likely going to get worse results, and it's not going to work very well for you. So start with clarity, and if you can move into cleverness while keeping the clear message, go for it. I think clever gets people's attention because there's so much noise in the market, but you have to be clear first. If you're not clear first, it's going to get lost. The message is going to get lost. People are going to get confused. They're not going to click. They're not going to understand what you're saying, or they're going to think you mean something different. Which, when it comes to clarity and message, that's probably the second worst thing that can happen is they think something other than what you want them to think. And so, making sure that you're clear and the promise is big. It's a big benefit promise that helps a ton. So yeah, safer, healthier, better sleep starts here. And then we scroll down just a little bit here. We have $25 off your order on purchase over $175. So I really like this because they're being very clear and very straightforward on what you're actually getting. Most brands actually just say, hey, 25% off your order, and they don't mention if there's a certain threshold, if it's applied at checkout, which use code SLEEPING25 at checkout through 7/13/2022 cannot be combined with any other offer. So like this right here helps me make a decision as a buyer if I should go shop now or if I can save this for later. Now, ideally, you want them to say, I'm going to go shop now and buy something. But if they do think I'm going to save this for later, if they do come back to it, which most people who say I'm going to save this for later don't come back. So getting them to shop now and buy now that's the goal of the welcome sequence is to get that's the goal of the welcome sequence is to get that first purchase completed. And you're using all different types of ways to actually address objections and go through the sales process and do that with email. So getting people to go shop now, click, add to cart, buy, etc. That's the goal of the welcome sequence. And being clear like this up front, because people typically don't like to be sold to, but they like to buy. So if you give them the information they need to make a purchase, they're more likely to make that purchase. And I really like how clear this offer is. Next, we have just a little section here. I think is a continuation of this image, or it's a separate one because my PDF cut it off here, so it looks like a different image. But 100% breathable, 100% washable, 100% better night's sleep. So these are like the big features of the brand, outside of the business features down here, but like the brand's products essentially. So you have like the brand itself, like buying from them. Here are some features, and then you have the actual product features, or just the product like features that that people are going to look for and what matters to them most, right? So breathable, washable, better night's sleep. I think it's great. I would take each of these features, make them their own email in the welcome sequence, and string out the benefits and the outcomes and what that means. Maybe you find some social proof around the breathability, around the washability, around better night's sleep. With each of these, you could probably pull in some studies too. You can pull in stories, social proof, testimonials, reviews, videos, and make these features like the big standout, like core of your sales message. You could also take those benefits and outcomes, and you could do so many different things with this, right? You can use these are like the cornerstone of each of your sales arguments is the feature, right? So you can take those and expand them into different emails in your welcome sequence and string that out, and just find different ways to enter the conversation with the customer to see if you can get them to buy. The next section here, safe sleep essentials, which I think is great. I like that. And they have their different products here. So you have your original crib mattress, waterproof crib mattress pad, and your 2-pack organic cotton sheets. So this right here, if I'm reading this correctly, could be like a bundle, new original crib mattress, and then a mattress pad. So the mattress pad goes on top, and then the sheets. So this is like, if I understand correctly, this is a bundle. So something I would potentially let or test with Newton is, okay, these are individual products. What if we bundled these? Will they buy them? So the mattress here is $300. You have $80 for the pad, and then another $40 for the organic cotton sheets. What if I put that together for $380 for $400 or $380 and get the pack of sheets for free, right? So spend $400 to get all three of them, get the pack of sheets for free, and see if that increases. If you get some purchase of that, I bet there's a percentage of people that would buy the whole bundle because they don't want to buy them individually because they're so bought in and they're ready to buy. Or after a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months of you sending them emails, they say, "Yep, I'm ready to buy this stuff." And they want to go for all of it. What that does is one, it increases your average order value, right? So they're spending more on the order, and then two, you're finding your, I guess you can say, your high roller or your VIP customers. Because they're spending more with each purchase. And what that means too is if somebody buys a bundle, what you can say is, hey, you've had your mattress for 6 months, it's time to replace it or change it, or for a year, it's time to replace it or change it. Your crib pad has probably gotten dirty from accidents, things like that. Let's get you a replacement. You have different ways you can sell to people based on what they buy and how they buy. So if somebody just buys the mattress, obviously you're going to try and upsell them into the pad and the cotton sheets and whatever other accessories you have. If they just buy one thing, you can do that. If they buy a bundle, you approach selling them the things differently because they've already spent $400, $500, whatever it is. You don't need to sell them on the value of the products. What you need to sell them is on the use and the function and the outcome that they're going to get because of it. And they're already using the product. So if they're already using it, then you can pull in stories and say, hey, does this sound like your life when you're using this product? Here's a way to make that better, or here's a way to enhance that, or here's a way to, et cetera. So you just try to join the conversation. They're going on in the customer's life and in their head based on their behaviors and their actions, right? Their properties that you tag them with. And then the final couple sections here, we have try us, you'll love us. So that's another promise. And then you have the three main features here. It looks like 100 nights free trial, so you can return everything for no cost before 100 nights. And then there's free shipping, and then you have financing options. So if you want to buy this, but you need help with the purchase, they actually offer financing options, which I think is great. I think that gets a lot of people into the products. One of the big barriers, I think, to shopping online is you don't actually know what the product's going to be like until you have it in your hands or you're actually using it. So having the guarantee for 100 nights, free shipping, so it doesn't cost you anything, and then financing so that we can help you get the product in your hand, it's going to make that product way more valuable to the customer if they do want to come back and buy more because they've already tested it, they use it, they trust it, and trust is the key thing here. Is if you can create trust, remove risk, and offer them a deal that's like, well, I have to try this. Like, I'd be dumb if I didn't try it. You get those three things right: trust, risk reversal, or remove the risk, and then the offer's so good I can't not try it. You're going to increase your sales. And then the final piece here, your footer. So you have your free shipping, your terms, brand, socials. I've recently heard this called a bounce around bar. So this is trying to bounce people around your community when it comes to social. When it comes to selling specific products, I don't usually include the social icons because I'm trying to sell products, not get them to go like an Instagram post. If you want to make an email about social and your community and just building that presence online, you can absolutely do that, but do it separate from selling products. If you want to pull in pictures from social to show the product, or you want to pull in reviews from other platforms to show social proof, that's absolutely great. Do it. But I would be careful with trying to bounce people around socials when you're trying to sell them something, because as we all know, as humans, once we get on a Facebook feed or Instagram feed or a Twitter feed or something or thread, we typically forget why we went to that platform, because we click through, now we're entertained by something else. We're not thinking about buying a product. We're thinking about, okay, what's on this platform? What's in this feed? What's in this thread? So that's something I would be careful of, is if you're trying to sell an individual product, don't bounce around social. Just get to the CTA, get them to clicking through, make your sales argument, get them to buy something. And then finally, you have your footer information with your menu items. So I think there's two or three big insights here. The first one is the promise here at the top for the actual brand is clear. It's very clear. It's very the features and benefits here of just this promise. It's very clear, right? They're straightforward. It's not very clever, which is fine. I would rather have clarity over cleverness. The next thing, the second insight is their offer, the $25 off your order on purchase over $175. Use this code by this date at checkout. They're very clear on how you actually get the offer and how you use it. I think a lot of brands miss this, and it confuses people, and they don't actually end up buying because they're like, I don't have the code. I don't know how to use it. I don't know if it's auto applied. I forgot where it was, etc. Or they wait too long to use it because there was no date specified or a time limit specified. Being clear with your offer is absolutely 100% a priority when it comes to giving people prices, money off, or a bundle, or whatever it may be. You have to get that clear, or else people are going to be confused. And then the final thing, actually there's two more maybe. Yeah, we'll go with one more thing. So one more thing here is taking these main features and spinning them into emails. I think Newton's got a great opportunity here to take breathable, washable, better night's sleep and make them their own emails. Build out stories, case studies, testimonials, maybe studies if you need them, like scientific studies. Anything really to just make your sales argument that breathable is important and why you should care. Washable is important, why you should care. Better night's sleep is important, why should you care. Dimensionalize this stuff for your customer. So I think those are the three big insights: the clarity of the offer, of the promise, and also the ability to spin emails off of these main features. So with that being said, I just as a reminder, I'm doing 100 emails in 100 days as a breakdown challenge. If you want to check those other videos out, this is number 63, I believe. So I've got 62 other videos you can go look at on my YouTube channel. So go check those out, gain some insights, take them back to your brand. And if you do use some of those insights to make some sales, please let me know. I'd really enjoy talking to you to see how that worked out for you. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good one.